Have you ever been in the adult entertainment? Yes. Yeah. Hey my widow creeps, hi, I'm Bella Laveaux if you've never been here before, and if you have been here before, then what up though? So today I have a bomb wig to show you, and I got a Q&A going, okay? So how we gonna play this out today is I am going to tell you about the wig and all of that goodness, okay? And then I am going to start answering the questions, and baby, I got some pretty juicy ones, okay? I tried to get y'all to spill y'all secrets, but y'all wasn't having it, so I said, okay, fine, let's do a Q&A, right? So I'm gonna tell you about this wig from Max Full and everything, give you some specs and some details. I'm gonna put it down and basically kind of just try to do a beginner friendly type of video, so that if you don't know how to pluck, if you don't know how to do all of that, like, can you lay this wig decent enough just to where you can feel comfortable and look decent? That's what we're gonna do today, okay? So it's not very many steps, and yeah, like, we're gonna get into the juice as well. So if you're interested in all of that, then you already know what to do, baby. You already know what to do, baby. First, you need to like, comment, and subscribe. Comment something down below and tell me, I got a Q&A. Tell me what was one of y'all most exciting experiences in life. Leave it down below, and yeah, again, if you like these type of videos, make sure you like it, make sure you comment, let me know below so that I know that you like this type of content. And yeah, so let's get into this hair and all of that. Okay, so let's talk about this hair. So y'all see how I'm sitting up here looking, you know what I'm saying? But we about to transform that, okay? So I haven't done nothing to this wig, and I decided to do this because normally I'll like bleach the knots, pluck it some more, whatever. So what I wanted to do was see how good this would be for beginners who just like, look, I can't be doing none of that. I can't be doing none of that. So we're gonna try that and see, you know, how this plays out, and if this will be decent enough for you to wear out without doing anything too. So far, I really do like the wig. So like just how it looks and how it feels, like the texture and everything. So we just going to pull it on out. You know, let's get this all the way off. And it comes with the bra strap attachment and everything. So before we get too like deep off up into what we're gonna be doing, the Q&A, because I know that's what y'all want to see, I just want to, like, you know, show y'all the wig and everything. So this is the color of the wig. It is like a honey blonde kind of a color with kind of like a bronze tint to it, and this is what it looks like on the inside. It has combs, it has another adjustable strap, and it also has the bra strap placements inside so that you can have extra security. The parting space goes pretty far, which I like. I'm gonna say it's about 4 inches back. It even goes back far on the side. You know, sometimes like the wigs can like stop just like literally an inch on the side, but this gives you a lot on the side so you can like play with the styling and everything. I believe this cap size is 22.5 inches, which is pretty much average or whatever. So the hair length is 22 inches. This is a 22. Y'all know I normally wear longer hair. What I'm thinking I'm gonna do with this is actually add hair to the back of it to give me like the length that I want, but the fullness is awesome. And this is only 130 density, and the fullness is like really good, like really good. So it is a 13 by 4. I had to look to make sure it is 13 by 4, which means it goes 13 across, 4 to the back, so you got a good, you know, parting space and everything. And one of the best parts is that you can get money off by using my code, and the code is going to be just Bella Laveaux, BELLALAVEAUX. I will put it down below with all of the information for Max Full, okay? So this is how it looks. You can get this wig off of Amazon, which means that you can get it prime shipping. Okay, so if you're in a rush and you need to get something quick, boom, there you go. So the knots are not already bleached, but again, like I said, I think we got a fix for that, and this is gonna be very beginner friendly. So let's get into it and get into the tea while you watch me style this bomb wig. Okay, so today I am not going to glue the wig down, and reason being is because, like I told y'all, I am wanting to add more hair to the back and wear this for the weekend. So I want to make it to where it's easy for me to kind of, you know, just wear it around the front and take it off and not have too much residue. So that's what we are going to do. So first things first, here is strapping this. You know, I like my wigs to be snug, so we gonna try to snap this, and y'all know the gist of that, I'm pretty sure, especially you avid wig wearers. And then I'm going to go ahead and also snap the bra strap feature on, which is what we're gonna call it. I guess the proper term would be wig strap, huh? So yeah, I like my wigs to be like snug on, not to where it's giving me a headache, but good and not tight but taut, you know what I'm saying? Well, I know it's got a good foundation, you know, and boom. So there we go. So to make this, to start off making it look as realistic as possible without doing too much work, we're going to use this lace tint. And this lace tint, it is by Ebin. They make some good edge control stuff too. But yeah, so I'm using it in medium brown. It is a little bit dark. It's more closer to my actual skin tone than, how can I say, than my scalp tone. But I like to use it because if I have a little lace like onto my forehead and it's that tone, it helps it melt a little better. So I'm gonna spray that. And I also, you don't have to use like a whole lot. So what I like to do is spray it, and then I'll go over it with the Wavy to kind of like dry it, you know, lock it in. And I also spray my wig cap with both as well. So while that's drying and getting ready, oh my God, I am going to spray the wig cap as well. And this I did not do like a ball cap method because, like I said, I want it to be as easy as possible for a beginner. So I'm just spraying it there just to darken it up, and hopefully that'll make the band kind of, you know, not look as opaque, more opaque than the rest of the wig cap. And then same process. Boom. Okay. Okay, so then if you need to, you can kind of dry it a little bit, which I don't have to do too much because, like I said, this is a really quick fix type of thing. So all I'm going to use is this spray. And yeah, so, oh child, I am breathing really hard. So I'm going to take the spray and basically spray and give myself a little adhesive section around the front. This will be good for people with like super low hairlines too, because so if you feel like your hairline is just too low and you're like, I don't want to use glue, and you don't want to have to go through the ball cap method process, then you can do something like this. Sometimes with these bra straps, they can just get annoying because they'll come out of the hooks, but they come in handy, honestly. So it's like, you know, you gotta pick your battles. This is like secure. It's secure. Okay, so on personal preference, I would definitely plug this some more. but as a beginner, I know they can be a bit much. So my suggestion would be is like, if you learn how to pluck if you can, but at the same time, what you can do is, you know, maybe wear side parts versus middle until you get that down, because you can kind of camouflage that a little bit better than you can with, you know, like full-on middle part. Sometimes it'll just look too wiggy. So I'm going to, since I'm not wearing this down as like a I'm gluing it down today, then I'm gonna pull it back real close to my hairline and just maybe just a little bit above, just so it covers up like the opaque part of the wig cap. I'm gonna go about doing it the regular way, and I'm not going to do anything to it because I really want to show that we can make it look okay if you are a beginner, to where you're not like, oh my god, I look crazy. I gotta cut these ear tabs off because they are too long. And all you gotta do is just find the top of your ear. So I'm going to get into the questions when I start curling. Because I know y'all like, what the hell? I like to take these size hairpins. It's like 3.5 inches or 3 inches. So I like to take those and I just kind of like put it down in my wig. Okay, so this is the motion. Down and then flip. And it's gonna make it super tight and snug. And I do one on each side. Yeah, I drop my other ones on the ground, so I'm just gonna take one of these extra long ones that I have, like an actual, it's a difference between a bobby pin and a hairpin, if y'all didn't know that. Y'all, it is hot in here, these lights, like, oh. All right, so the claims of this is that there is no tangling, no shedding, and let's see. All right, so I got a couple strands. But nothing that I can't, you know, get away with and I feel like I am shedding like a dead dog. I don't think that it's that bad to say that I'm using it for the first time. Now I will go, you know, throughout wearing it and see if it gets worse or if it stops or gets better, and I can definitely keep y'all updated. But for now, to me, it seems average. All right, so what I'm gonna do, just for a little security, is pull this up. And y'all, I'm like really trying to do this in the monitor, so this ain't the best, you know. So what I'm gonna do before we start these questions is I'm going to spread one more time around, right? And you can definitely feel it loosen up because it's wet again. But now I'm gonna tie it and just let it sit there. Normally I would use my elastic band. I don't have it right now. So this is what it is. Let's sitting, let's curl, and let's get into these questions. Okay. I posted in my community tab about like anonymously sending me your secrets for me to react to, but that didn't happen. I had like 2 people send secrets, and maybe I'll add them in the end of the video. One of them was really good, one was really juicy. So I ended up basically posting, okay, well fine, let's do a Q&A. Boom. So we're gonna get started with it, and we're gonna start off with this first one. This first one comes from Wavy, and she asks, how do I like living in Texas versus Louisiana? So truthfully, when it comes down to Texas versus Louisiana, my biggest probably thing that I miss about Louisiana is the culture that we have, and like just like our club life, our nightlife, like the way that it is. Houston or Texas has a very has a busy nightlife, but it's just, I don't know, it can get very bougie and like hard to have fun if you don't know what you're doing or where you're going, because literally like it's so big here, and like some of the spots are so like for like you might have a real good one on the north side and then a real good one on the south side, and then like the one on the north side ain't popping, so now you got to drive all the way to the south side, which is like 40 minutes, and it's just like, no, I'm not used to that. And like inside the club, unless you find like one that's like hood and have a lot of people that are from Louisiana that go to it, or Louisiana owner, it doesn't have the same like vibe of like dancing and like, you know, just freedom. It's more so like, oh, I came here to look cute, and that's not how we do in Louisiana. But on another tip, as for like opportunity and things like that, Texas is definitely better. It's better for your children as for opportunities, and me feeling like, you know, my boys will grow up in a safe environment is definitely better, and that they will have more things like offered to them. Definitely a better vibe for that. But I can say that I just miss what I'm used to, you know, in Louisiana, and oh my god, I miss the food. But luckily, you know, I can cook, Didi can cook, so we can make it happen. But yeah, I definitely miss that. Some good questions that I'm going to like save for last. But okay, so what is a goal you want to accomplish before the year is over? Honestly, I would like to have at least 5,000 more YouTube subscribers. I would also like to have one of my businesses be to where I feel very comfortable with it providing for us financially, and not having to feel like I need to do so many things to, you know, just make ends meet and stuff, because it is just me by myself. But yeah, like that would be, to me, that's a cool like short-term goal, you know, to have. Is my dream business to own. So my dream business to own is kind of like an all-inclusive one-stop shop. I don't want to go too much into detail because we would be stealing your ideas, but just know that it includes some pretty cool things that people probably would not put together, but it will definitely be helpful to people's spirit, to people's looks, to just everything as a whole. Am I in a relationship? No, I am not in a relationship. Recently, you know, after just going through so much with my pregnancy and that last situation, I just kind of wanted to find myself and really just take a break. And I'm not gonna lie, like I just really stopped trusting altogether. I already had a few trust issues, but it just got me to a point where I was like, I need a break from this. So yeah, I am not currently in a relationship. Am I open to having one now? Kinda. I'm open to having one with somebody who is basically a whole person on their own. Somebody that I don't have to fix, or you know what I'm saying, like that I could feel free in the relationship. Like I'm not, you know, raising another child, but that like I actually have somebody that can look out for me. What would be your dream wedding, and what colors would you choose? Oh my gosh. So this has changed for me so much over the years. Like everyone knows I'm a very vibrant person, but I'm also a very dark person. So weird. I'm like both extremes. I'm not really middle ground. I'm a very extreme person, okay? So I'm not really middle ground. And with that being said, it's like, you know, back in the day, I'm like, ooh, I want like, you know, a ombre wedding dress. I want to say it was Gwen Stefani's wedding dress. I fell in love with when I was younger. And I was like, ooh, I want a ombre wedding dress and, you know, this and that. Now, I'm on the tip where I think I want to be married in black. I think that I want to have a black wedding dress, like just bomb. It may be like an all black wedding, all black and white, or maybe even like an all white wedding. I don't know. Like, I'm just, at this point, I really kind of feel like I'm leaning more towards like a black and white type of situation, or like mostly black. Mostly black, but I definitely want a black wedding dress. And if I did not do black, then my next option would be to do kind of like a Bollywood type of theme. Like, that is my next option. That question was by Catrice, and the question about my dream business to own was by Hustlers. I know for sure Hustlers has a channel if you guys want to go and check that out. And I'm not sure about Catrice, but yeah, Catrice, you had some really good questions. All right, so the next question is from Shonda P, and she says, is there any man that you would rather not date based on astrological signs? Okay, so based on experience of how our relationships have went, Capricorn and Leo. But what's crazy is that I absolutely love a Capricorn man. And I think it's because my dad is a Capricorn, and like, I watched him take care of my mama, and he's really, really like handy. He's a very manly man. So like, I'm gonna say this, I'm attracted to more of a manly type of man. Men that can cook, they can clean, they can fix stuff, they're very handy. Like, seeing my dad be like that, you know, that's what I'm attracted to. And Capricorn men have those traits, but they can also be very narcissistic, as well as Leos can be very narcissistic. So those are the two that like I'm mostly attracted to, and the two that I also am kind of like, I don't think I ever want to date another one of them again. And even though, I'm sorry y'all, I got hair on my lip. What in the world? And even though I am a Pisces, me and Pisces, man, I don't see it being a thing. Like, I don't see that like being like a good thing. So that one is kind of like, so let's see. I'm hoping that this kind of dried a little bit. Okay, so my next question is, have I ever committed a crime? I don't know what we would call, well, yeah, because I actually went to jail for a night back in the Gap when I was kind of a fighter. Now, I've always been the type of person that I'm not a fighter, just like starting things with other people, but I will most definitely finish them. So during my clubbing days, you know, that happens a lot, you know, happen a lot in the club environment, where, especially in Louisiana, where, you know, fights would take place. And yeah, it wasn't that wasn't the most proudest time of my life. But yeah, so if you want to say that, then yeah, I have. And I was spent the night in for that. Later, it all got worked out because I was defending myself and I had witnesses. But yeah, definitely, if we're gonna talk about a crime that I got caught, that's it. Okay, let's see. And this is all coming from Catrice. So like, all the rest of these questions are from Catrice. How many kids would I like? You know what's so crazy is that I had kind of been like, I didn't want any more kids after Majesty, probably just because of how like traumatic that situation kind of went. But lately I've been thinking like I would want maybe one more kid. And it's not that I'm like trying to get a girl or something, because it actually, I would be happy with it being a boy if I did have another one. But if I did not, I am absolutely fine with 2. So basically 2 or 3 is fine for me. I grew up in a really big family, so I always was kind of like, yeah, I ain't having all them kids. That's never been my thing to like have like a football team. Now if I was with, so I'm not like totally against it, but that's not like my first, that ain't my mojo to be like, oh yeah, I want all these kids. Nah, I'd be lying if I said that I was like interested in having a whole lot of kids, cause no. Okay, so I am going to make a few baby hairs, and technically I'm going to use like the Got To Be gel to lay them down. And why I'm going to do that is because it also helps lay down any little like spots that kind of are lifting. So the next question is what am I afraid of? I am afraid of leaving my kids. Like, that is the thing that scares me. I don't want to go before both of my kids or adults, or at least to where Didi can, I know this is kind of deep, you probably meant something simple, huh? But or at least to where Didi can take care of his brother, you know, successfully, without really the help of other people. Like that terrifies me, to leave my babies, you know what I'm saying, like that. So yeah, I don't, that's what terrifies me. Otherwise, nothing much, aside from, you know, anything surface level, just like not being successful and like making my sons, you know, proud of me. That's a big one. That's a big one for me. Like, I really want them to be, you know, proud that I'm their mom. What car is my dream car? Oh my gosh. So when I was younger, that was like a big thing to me. Now I'm kind of all over the place with it. Like, I would say though, if I had to pick just something really, if I had to pick, probably a G-Wagon, because it's something that is like family friendly, but it's also like, yeah, I can go out. I'm my #1 stunner in this one. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a #1 stunner, and that's that. Like, you see me pull up in this, and yeah. So it used to be like a Range Rover, like the old body style. I don't like the new body style, so that was like a no-go for me. I was like, nah, I'm good on that. Yeah, so yeah, like these baby hairs, I am doing them like way too big. So what I feel like I need to do, because again, I am making this, if y'all see my wigs, y'all know that my wigs be laid, okay? But again, like I said, we are talking about beginners, you know, just trying to make it do what it do out of what you have until you can learn. So this, you know, this is more so, you know, about making it look decent, working with what you got. So we not trying to do too much or overwork ourselves. Oh wow, so I just seen a question. Okay, so we're gonna go here. Have I ever cheated or been cheated on? I have not ever cheated on anybody I have been in a committed relationship with. I've even been loyal to a situationship before, which was freaking crazy as hell. But you know, even though it was a situationship, I really did care for the person. So, you know, that's just me as a person. If I'm fooling with you, I'm fooling with you, and I honestly just don't have, you know, the energy to be like trying to deal with, you know, too many people. Like that's not gonna be my MO for the situation. And have I been cheated on? Oh, girl, absolutely. Did they lie about you, know me, and say that they didn't and all of this extra? Absolutely. They absolutely did. They lied and said that they didn't do it. But yes, I have been cheated on, whether they think that I knew it or not. I had been cheated on. So as y'all can tell, I'm tired now. So it's been a long day. This is towards the evening time. So yeah, and if y'all were on my live, y'all was on that live with me for a little while. So this is kind of like my, let's say I need to just throw on something and go to the store real quick and I want to look like I tried. Yeah, this is what I would do. Or even if I don't want to curl it out, probably pull it out on one side, put a cute little clip and call it a day. And that's gonna be that. This is a way to just, like I said, make your lace. And you can even take your powder and kind of, you know, blend it a little more so that in any spots where you aren't able to put baby hairs or that you don't want baby hairs, blend it a little more so it'll look good and whatnot. We can also do like a little mom style, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I need to run to the grocery store. Let me put it up in a pony. Yeah. I don't know why this blonde hair is making me talk like that. Okay. All right. So next question. All right. So we got two pretty juicy ones. All right. So have you ever been in the adult entertainment? That's from Hustlers. Yes. No, I have not ever been in adult entertainment. Somebody did tell me, one of my old boyfriends was like, there was a porn star that looked like me, that he was like, is that her? And he watched it and realized like, oh no, she don't have none of the tattoos. This was after we broke up. He was like, man, I really thought that was you. Definitely wasn't me, boo. And her not having the tattoos, you know, saved me, because he probably would have, and me having them, so he probably would have been like, no, that was definitely you. This last question is, have you ever dated a drug dealer? If so, how's the experience? Okay, so I have dated a few drug dealers. Most of them I did not know at the time of starting to date them. And then, you know, it came out like, yeah, this is what I do. And then one of my most serious relationships, or probably, yeah, one of my most serious relationships, almost the most serious relationship, he was definitely a drug dealer, and he was a drug dealer full time. that was his thing. And yeah, so that experience can get kind of crazy. It's difficult because you know, there's different levels of drug dealers. You got your panty ante, you know, little ones, and then you got your highfalutin drug dealers that, like, you know, they gone a lot, they make a lot of money, a lot of women are after them. They, you know, you got that type. It's a lot of risk, a lot of bonding out of jails, a lot of having to collect calls. It can be a lot. Would I recommend it for any woman, especially if you're trying to build a family and you want to have like security? If he's not doing it to like get out and this is like his forever thing, don't do it. Like, girl, don't do it. I was young, you know, and that's just how it went. He was very known, and yeah, like it wasn't the most terrible experience, I'm not gonna lie, but that I really just feel like that was just by luck, that there wasn't more that actually, you know, like, I guess he was just good at what he did. So there wasn't as much drama behind it as for legal troubles as it could be. So I wouldn't suggest nobody to take that kind of a risk, because now they taking the women to jail too, whether you touch the drug or not, even if you just know. So you might want to be careful with that. You know what I'm saying? But that experience, like, I mean, it was, I'm not gonna sit up here and lie and say that it was the worst, and I will not say that it was the best, because like the relationship just was not the best. We was young, we were very toxic and with each other, and it was, you know, on and off. And yeah, honestly, that relationship probably could have still been on if I would have been willing to take some of the things that was going on then and not leave the situation. I don't believe that he would have ever just left me, like, truth be told. But who wants to deal with all that extra, you know what I'm saying, in hopes that when you get in your 30s you gonna settle down? Like, don't nobody got time about that. Like, if you done took most of my 20s, we gonna leave that alone. Like, I'm not gonna let you take my 30s just, you know, just to see, you know. But anyway, I hope you guys like this video. I hope you guys like this hair. Please check out Maxful on Amazon. Everything will be listed below, along with the discount code. They have different types of wigs. This is just the one I chose to feature today. And yeah, like, if you guys like these type of videos, please let me know. I will be more than happy to record more Q&As. If you have anything you want to share down below, then go ahead and, you know, go ahead and put that down below. I'm gonna post again about the secrets. I'm not gonna expose them 2 good juicy secrets I got in this video, because I want to see if some more of y'all are brave enough to send me some secrets. You will remain anonymous, okay? I'm just gonna read off your secrets and tell you what I think, okay? So I hope you guys like this. I love you all so very much, and I'll talk to you later. Ooh, bye.